Alright, our next roulette match comes from BuffJoe, or whatever he wants me to call him. He leads off with Heatran, and I lead off with Patches. I'm just going to try to T-Wave it, since I'm assuming it's Scarfed, but then he switches into Scyther. I'm not sure what made him decide to switch into that. Maybe he thought I was going to use R-Sphere or something. Oh well, whatever. I Air Slash it, and that's going to take it down to its Sash. It crits, but I highly doubt that mattered. I mean, even if it did, I could just kill it with another Air Slash anyway, and it flinches. It doesn't really matter too much at all. So, I'm just going to go ahead and Flamethrower it in case he switches into something, so the Guillotine goes down. I highly doubt it has that move. If it did, well then, well, against standard. Anyway, he sends in Machamp. I'm going to try to T-Wave it again. I know it has Guts, but still, I'm going to switch. So it switches into Heatran. I'm like, alright, cool, took down that thing. So then I switch into Delightful here. Yes, this is another new one of the random Pokemon I made. So he Stone Edges me, but he misses. Then he sends in Gyarados. I'm assuming this thing has Ice Fang, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out after this Dragon Dance and go ahead and switch into something that could take an Ice Fang, like Dead Serious. But he actually pulls off a Stone Edge, and he gets a crit off, so that's going to kill Dead Serious. So that kind of stinks, because I was hoping I could use T-Bolt on it or something. Well, so now I send back in Patches to try and T-Wave it, but he sends in his Heatran expecting that. I'm like, alright, that's fair. I'm going to go ahead and switch out into Incinerate here, expecting like a Flamethrower, but he uses Iron Head. I'm like, a physical attacking Heatran? Are those common? That's strange. So then I Stone Edge him because I thought he was going to switch into Gyarados for sure, but I overpredicted, and I'm going to get killed by an Earthquake. So, alright, I can't say I've ever seen a physical Heatran, really, because I think its only physical fire move is, what, Fire Fang? So I set in Wintergreen here. I was originally going to Blizzard. I'm like, wait, why would I Blizzard for? It's 4 times resistant to it. So I just protect for it to take damage. And apparently this Heatran has a Life Orb, so it wasn't even Scarfed at all. So I switch out into Delightful again, and he uses a Stone Edge predicting that as well. I'm like, ah, well. No big deal. My Delightful goes down to 63 HP. I'm going to try to just Extreme Speed, expecting like a switch or something. Oh wait, no, because he dies from the hail, so I would... Okay, there we go. But then he sends in his Machamp. I'm just going to go ahead and Extreme Speed, because I'm not willing to have anything take a Dynamic Punch, in case it does have Dynamic Punch, but he uses Bullet Punch and kills me instead. I'm like, alright, well, that's fair. So, he gets buffeted by the hail. I'm going to go ahead and send in Patches here to go ahead and Air Slash, because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than it. So that will take out the Sexy Pex. Well, actually it won't, because he does flinch and dies from the hail anyway, though. So, yes, Flinch Kiss is beast. So then he sends in Gemini, or his Azelf, and T-Bolts me. Now, I'm pretty sure I can survive that, so I'm going to go ahead and T-Wave it, just so I could, Roost or Flinch. Now, I was expecting him to explode. Just in case he exploded, I decided to go for an Air Slash, because if he explodes, he's going to kill my Patches when I try to Roost. So I'm going to try to go for one Air Slash on it, and then Roost, hoping he gets paralyzed. So he does flinch, so that's good. And I'm just going to go ahead and Roost here, because I know he's going to die from another turn of hail. I'm just going to hope that he remains paralyzed. So he uses T-Bolt, so apparently he doesn't have Explosion, which really caught me off guard. I mean, I don't see like any Azelfs at all that don't carry Explosion. That's props to him, I guess. So then he sends in Star... Oh man, there are so many possible jokes for this. I can't choose. So then I go ahead and send in Yanmega here, or Pesticide, and I protect to boost up my speed. So now the hail is going to fall, and I'm going to go ahead and Air Slash it, hoping for a flinch, even though it's only 30%. I mean, it'll still do a lot of damage since I have a Life Orb on this thing. So, Star Fox gets down to red and gets a Salac Berry, which raises its speed, which is kind of useless because I have Speed Boost. So, Ice Punch is going to kill me, and I'm going to be able to kill it off with an Air Slash. So, it looks like we win this time, Fox. So, yes, I protect from the Ice Punch, and he's going to go ahead and die from the hail. And that means his last Pokemon is going to be a Gyarados. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and Air Slash it, because my last Pokemon, I don't want to take anything from this Gyarados here. I just want this thing to take as much damage as it can before I send in Wintergreen. So I get Waterfall. He says he should have Dragon Danced, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's the game of Pokemon. So yes, it's down to yellow. Of course, then it gets leftovers like every Gyarados has, except mine. So then I send in Wintergreen. And since this thing is trained full in defense and HP, my Beast Wintergreen lives up to its awesomeness once again. So I'm going to go ahead and Leech Seed it. So that means I could go ahead and get the Leech Seed plus leftovers, and I'll be able to take another Stone Edge. But I'm predicting him to Dragon Dance anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and Seed Bomb him. him. And Dragon Dance, he does. I'm like, yes, I predicted that correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and Seed Bomb him. That's going to take him down to red. And that means next, he's not going to die this turn, but I'll be able to protect this turn. And I'm going to be able to finish him off with my Leech Seed damage. So that's going to be... hold on, let's wait for it. Wait for it. That's going to be... Come on already, seriously. Okay, that's going to be a good game.